Hi everyone, it's Tammy with the Frou-frou Studio, and it's that time of week again when we're going to do I Saw It on Pinterest episode, and today we are going to attempt, let me open my iPad back up here. We are going to attempt to make a journal card that is similar to this pen. This obviously is in a picture frame, but we're going to adapt this kind of look to a journal card, I hope. This is watercolor. Watercolor is not my friend, but we're going to try it because that's what we're doing in this series is we're trying things that are new and different, and so we're going to see what happens. This particular piece was made by tatterednestdesigns, and she does have a website, tatterednestdesigns.com, and she has a blog about how she did this. So if you want to check that out, Tattered Nest Designs. And she actually created this for the Tim Holtz Creative Studio booth. And it looks like I was trying to see a year. Let me see if I go to the actual blog, if we have a year. It's a beautiful piece. Still don't see a time. So I'm not sure what year this was at the Creative Design Studio, but she does have a blog with how she did hers. I have not read the blog. All I've done is looked at the picture because I am adapting mine for a journal and not a actual frame, something to hang on the wall. I didn't think that the tutorial on how she did that would do me much good, but okay. So I think what we're going to do is tackle the butterflies first so that they have time to dry. She did hers just the single layer tattered butterflies, and I think what she did is she did the bigger one down here, and then she did, you know, the smaller one. Do I want to do that? Or do I want to? My thought was to double them up like this. Maybe the single will be okay by the time we do everything. Okay, so I have the two little body parts here, and I have the small one and the bigger one. And I have my watercolors, which, like I said, you can tell I do not use them very often. And I have a water brush, and the first thing we're going to do is try and get some color on these butterflies. And I am not by any means a watercolor artist at all. Ew, I don't like that color. No, 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 we don't want that. And my watercolors are for the colors, the palettes that I have are for what am I trying to say here? Landscapes. And so they're very, you know, I don't have a lot of bright colors, which I don't want bright colors anyway, but I don't have, I'm trying to see even what colors these are, because like I said, I haven't used them. I'm surprised there's not a blue in here. All right, so let's try this orange. Maybe just a hint of this. And like I said, please don't freak out if you watercolor, because I am not an expert at this by any means. All right, so I think I'm gonna do, just come in here with this. Needless to say, this is not a tutorial. I'm just trying to get some color on there. Sorry, I'm being quiet, I know, but let's see. I may have to go over and get my, because I really want some kind of blue. I don't think I have a blue here. I've just never got into watercoloring too much. I'm a pastel person myself. So usually when I'm painting, I'm using pastels and not watercolors. Sorry about that. I have to stand up and make sure that doesn't cut the camera off. And I'm also going to grab my brush hose. So let me check. Nope, we're still going. I'll be right back. Okay. Got my brush hose. For those of you not familiar, brush hose are a watercolor pigment that come in a powder and you add water to them, obviously. That one's like really blue. And I'm just using a little acrylic block to mix it up on. Trying to get a color that I want. That's more gray than I want. Okay, let's try some of this one. That's better. Yeah, I can just about guarantee you that mine will not look like hers in the end. But that's okay. That's what we're doing. We're learning, right? Trying new things, or at least that's what I keep telling myself. So we're trying new things. Okay, and then we've got our little body here that we need to do. What's this color? Should have put something down on my glass mat instead of just, oops, trying to paint on it. Okay, I'm going to pause you just a minute and go dry that, and we'll see what we have, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I went ahead and did the other butterfly, the same process, and got my little 2 body pieces done. And so the next thing that we want to do is create these little lines and accentuate some of the around the tattered holes. So I have 2 different pens that I'm going to try. One is an extra small Faber-Castell Pit Artist pen, which has a very, very small tip on it. And we're going to see if that will work. And it looks like basically she just kind of did some kind of squiggly lines around the outside just to kind of define the butterfly a little bit. Sorry guys, I'm so quiet. This is why I don't tape my pastel videos, because I'm concentrating so much on what I'm doing that I'm not very talkative like I am most of the time when I'm doing art journaling or junk journaling. But we'll be past this part in a minute, and then it'll be more like junk journaling part. Okay, so that one is done. So let's do this one now. I think basically all she was trying to do here is kind of define the wings a little bit, so they look like, you know, kind of separate pieces. I'm just kind of winging it. Okay. Now, it looks like she has taken some black wire to put underneath these for the antenna. And again, I don't have any black wire, but I do have some copper, so I'm going to use that because I think it'll still work. So, let's get a piece. Sorry if I just jiggled you a little bit. I'm just going to bend it. And I'm going to glue it right here before I glue on the top body piece. And I'm going to use 3-in-1 glue. If I could grab that. Put my antenna on here, maybe. Okay, and then put my body piece on. Maybe. Oh. There we go. Then I'm going to put this little clamp on here somehow. And let that hold that just for a minute while I do the other one. Main focus right now is just to get it glued down because I can always trim them down or twist them however I need to. On this one for a minute. All right, now let's quickly do our card. This is just a piece of cardstock, and I'm going to distress it up a little bit. This is Vintage Photo that I'm using. I'm not going to worry about the middle because it's not going to show. I'm going to use walnut stain on the edges. Give them a good grunge. Alright, and then I'm also going to grunge this up. And this is just a digital that I had, and I can't even tell you right now who it was, but I will try whose it is, rather, but I will try and find it and link it in the description box. I just want this to be really pretty grungy here. Let's try. Let's put some. Okay, and then in hers, get this back open. She has done some stamping with, it looks like, some hickory smoke stamp. And I have this stamp set because I thought that it looked the most like what she has used. And so I'm going to do some stamping on this piece with archival hickory smoke. Oops. Maybe. If I can keep from dropping everything. I'm going to grab a scrap piece or a file folder here so I can not stamp on my mat. This one. And hickory smoke, I really love to stamp with hickory smoke because it fades into the background, but you can still really see it. So it's a great color, really, to stamp with. And I'm just choosing some of these randomly and stamping. This is Tim Holtz stamp set. It's a flower jar, CMS 297. And I have used some of these, but not a lot, because I got it going into the fall season when spring and summer were over, and so I've not really had much of a chance to play with it, but it does stamp really nice, and it's I really like it. I think I'll use it a lot once spring and summer gets here, and you know, our makes become more spring and summer. I think I'll use it a lot. Okay, so there's that, and then I'm going to take that same thing and kind of do some little crudiness. Okay. Now, what we want to do is we want to take and make our butterflies look like that they're pinned on, like that they're, you know, real butterflies that are on display. in somebody's collection. And so to do that, I'm going to poke a hole, and I'm going to use one of these little bitty tiny that I hope I have over here. Let me have to get the stamp out of my way. I may have to reach behind me and get one. Oh, here they are, I think. Or not. Nope, I'm gonna have to reach behind me here. Okay, I'm gonna use one of these teeny tiny ones to pierce through the body and make it look like it is pinned on a board. Okay. Stick that through there and open it up. Hopefully. Maybe. Kinda. Sorry guys, I can't get it apart. I can't see it. That would be the first problem. Seriously? It's always something. There we go. Alright, so there's that one. And then we're going to do the same thing with the other one. I'm going to get the same color. Fix this little antennae. Poke the hole. Now, I did not use watercolor paper to do this. You might have better results if you actually used watercolor paper. And I'd say she probably used, like I said, I didn't read the blog, but if I had to guess, she probably used distress oxides, since she was doing it for Tim Holtz. But I thought it would be fun to kind of do it in watercolors, since I don't work in watercolors very often. Okay, so where's my card? All right, so we're gonna glue this down to this. Like that. And I don't care if that's rolled up at the top or the bottom, for that matter. Make it look kind of squishy. Okay, and then we're going to put our butterflies on. And she has one kind of this way and one up here kind of this way. Maybe a little straighter. And I'm just going to glue them in the center so the wings are still able to bend up a little bit, because I like that. Okay, and then let me grunge up my little numbers. I did not have, she has figure 1 and figure 2. For some reason, my figure 1, I have used, not for some reason, but I have used my figure 1 on something else, and so I had a 2 and a 3. So I'm putting 2 and 3 on mine. And these are remnant rubs. Is what I made these with. I think I probably have a stamp too, but I've liked the font on these remnant rubs, so that's what I picked to use. And then she has this little sign about papillons and whatever, and I didn't have anything like that, so I just kind of made my own with a little scrap piece of paper. I'm going to crumble it up, age it up. It says it's got a date, June 29th, 1932, number 292, exhibit A. And like I said, I just put those together with some remnant rubs to make it say that. Make it nice and grungy. I'm just going to tack it. Right in there somewhere, and I'm just going to attach it with my tiny attacher because I want it to look like it's been stapled on. Get up under there. Stay on there. Do you all talk to your projects? I talk to mine all the time, especially when they're not minding. When they're not doing what they're supposed to do, yeah, I talk to them. I wish that I had taken my Sibylla All and gone around the edges of this. Let me see if I can. Just want to darken the edges a little bit. Maybe I can do it with, let's see if I can do it with this black soot outside. The time to think about this would have been before putting it down. For some reason, that top one doesn't want to stick, does it? Oh, I know what I can do. I know what I can do. This is the last step, guys, I promise. I will take this stick it directly to my Stabilo all. And then I'm going to put some underneath it too to make it look like a shadow. Excuse me. Goodness. I don't know if you all can see, but the light, my light is actually casting a shadow through that. And what I'm doing is I'm just kind of cheating and just doing the Stabilo all where the light is actually casting a true shadow. So, alright, I believe that's got it, guys. So that is week number 10. And I've got it all ready now to use in a future journal. And you could, of course, do those butterflies any color that you wanted to match, you know, whatever kind of project or whatever that you have coming up. And I just used those because that's kind of what she used in hers. And obviously her distress skills or watercolor skills are better than mine, but we gave it a go. We gave it a shot, and I'll take it. It looks okay. I can take it. So, week number 10 in the books. Hope you enjoyed that, and try something new today.